everybody, what's happening? Welcome. It's yet another interview series with the Gasselcast, and tonight we have YoJay Kollects. YoJay Kollects, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome.
What's
I
up?
guess I need my headphones.
Yeah, you'll probably have to put those on, Heather, in order to hear what he has to say. Heather was going to just ignore you the whole time. What do you feel about that?
It's fine with me, I guess.
Wow, okay, well,
See you later, Heather. So, have you watched the interview series before? Is this your first time?
I popped in and got to see some of the Pop Life toys. I've had a lot going on. I've seen, there's so many. I follow so many channels. It's like I could pop in when I can. I try to catch up whenever I'm off work.
That's okay. I'm not expecting you to know everything about our channel or what we do here.
I am, actually. It's test time.
All right, take it easy there, Police
kidding.
Heather. So the interview series basically is us just hanging out. I ask you different questions. Heather will ask different questions. At some point in this little interview that we're going to do, we'll ask 3 random questions that's completely off the beaten path of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to go over your pop collection. We're going to go over other things you might collect, where you got your start, all that kind of jazz. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
So, the golden question. What got you into Funko Pops? How did you get here?
Oh man. Well, I've always seen them around. I'm a fairly new collector. I started probably end of 2018, beginning of last year. So what got me into it is I would always see them around. Was intrigued, and then finally decided to buy one. Actually, the first one that I bought, I'm pretty sure it might have been 2, but I know that it was the Mad Max Rick Pop Ride.
Oh, okay.
And I just thought it was cool because I was like, oh, yeah, Rick and Morty, And then I started watching videos after I bought that, and I was, delving deeper into it, learning more about them and stuff. And what really got me into it is I had a friend that had passed away, and one of his belongings that he left behind was this guy, and this was like one of the second or third pops.
That's an awesome pop. We actually we have a lot of that set. That's one of my favorite sets, actually, the Breaking Bad set.
That's really special to you too. I like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he sits up here. So after that, it was like, man, okay. So I got this, and then I got it before he had passed away, and then he got that. So I was like, okay, maybe I should, let's get into this. So I started picking up more and more, and
you moved right into watching videos on YouTube. I find that interesting because that is something I did not do. I started collecting them, and I loved collecting them, and I was trying to find a hub of other people who collected them, and it led me to Facebook and to like local Facebook groups. Are you into any of those kind of local Facebook groups?
Yeah, it kind of went YouTube, and then, going on to Facebook. I'm in a couple of those. I got some local ones around where I live, some buy-sell trade groups. I'm in y'all's group, the Dr. Applesauce group. A couple of the other YouTubers have some groups that I'm in as well.
Yeah, because we got our start in groups by joining local groups where we would like have meets and stuff like that. Have you done that before?
We don't have particularly a pop meet. I know that Greg Cook, if you know who that is, he lives local to me.
Oh, awesome.
He does a toy table on Saturdays at our mall. So
that's cool.
I've been going out to that.
So
I'll do that.
What is that? Because we love Greg to death, but I did not keep up with what toy table is. Can you tell me what that is?
He just sits and chills Saturday morning at the mall and talks toys. He's into the Star Wars. He does Funko Pop, Star Wars. That's not really I like the Mandalorian and stuff. That's got me back into Star Wars, but I'm not a big fanatic. So he's more the Star Wars action figures. I'm more just the pops.
Right, yeah. Well, I know Greg likes to collect pops and stuff like that. I guess he and Jetta both are, because I know Jetta is majorly into Star Wars. So what are you mainly into? What are you mainly collecting?
Well, Rick and Morty, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, Batman, Marvel. Really, that's
Okay.
my collection. Got some Freddy's, a couple of ad icons. I think I'm gonna get out of the ad icons unless it pertains to my life, like what I grew up with. I'm not
Sure.
just gonna pick up, random stuff that I, have no attachment to. So I'm gonna purge some of my ad icons to buy something,
That fits in your
yeah,
collection a little
fit
bit better.
exactly.
That's the
Yeah,
problem. When you start buying these things, you end up going down these multiple rabbit holes. And then when you
yeah,
start collecting one like Marvel, and you're like, I love Marvel so much, and then Rick and Morty, you're like, oh, I like Rick and Morty too, and then you end up like running in all different directions buying all these damn things. How many do you have now? I see a lot behind you, and you said that you started collecting at the tail end of 2018.
hmm So I bought. Well, I wouldn't say hardcore collecting. Like I got a couple, and then like around January or February is when I started picking up more and more and more. Um, the fear of missing out stuff, and once you find about all these drops, and then start following people on Twitter, and you're learning about all the new stuff coming out, and it just gets exciting, and you're like, oh, I gotta get this, I gotta get this. So one turned into two, turned into 10, and then it was like buying five a week or six every 2 weeks. You'd have 10 more, and then it just with all these drops and stuff. But I've slowed down in the last couple of months. I got up to around almost 400, and then purged a lot. Got rid
Wow.
of a lot. Yeah, so
Wow.
just stuff that was like, oh, I think this is cool. It looks cool, but I don't have any idea who it is, what it is, never seen the show or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah.
a cool pop. So
Right.
there's a couple I still need to get rid of.
It's so
but,
easy. It's so easy to go out to the store and just buy like 10 of them. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you'll
yeah,
find a sale at GameStop and they're like $4 a piece. You're like, well, screw it. I'll just go and buy 10 right now. Who cares? I love these things.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, but that's like the great thing and like the worst thing about Funko Pops, unfortunately. Did Funko Pops, like the collecting of Funko Pops, lead you down any other rabbit holes as far as like other collectibles?
Yeah. I got into collecting the Band Presto
Oh, cool.
statues.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
you're
that's
like
a
you're like into anime and stuff.
well, I mean, I like My Hero Academia and Dragon Ball, but I
That
haven't
was
really
wild
got
looking.
into a lot of other anime.
Yeah, that
I guess you
character
could
is really
say I
weird
like
looking.
it.
Yeah, Heather was gawking at the character that you're holding up. That's a villain from My Hero, right?
Yeah, that's Shigaraki.
Yeah,
He's pretty cool.
he has like hands all over him and
Yeah,
stuff. He's
why
crazy.
does he have that?
It's just his.
That's his
That's
look.
his suit. Yeah, like his.
Oh, he looks like that all the time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh.
he's really creepy in the show
He's
too,
got the
from what I
little-
remember.
stuff hanging out.
Yeah, that's
Wow. Yeah, he's neat looking.
cool. A big congratulations to you, by the way. I noticed I was looking at your videos and things since we talked about you coming on, and you hit 400 subs, man. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. Just hit that a couple of days ago. See, I didn't plan on doing the YouTube thing. I started watching channels like the Luau, Sean Ryan Toys and Games. Those were two of the first channels. The Luau was like the first channel I started watching, and then found out about Sean Ryan Toys and Games, and then started spitballing into all these other channels, finding them just by watching videos and then hearing mentions of them, and then I'm gonna go check them out. So those are the two that I started out with, and yeah, I was on Instagram. I started an Instagram just to take pictures to share my collection. So I didn't really plan on doing the videos. I was cool with just taking a picture and uploading it and then see what would go off of that. But after enough time passed, I was like, okay, I'm going to take my shot at it. And
That's
I guess
cool.
it's working.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, we're sort of similar. I don't think we ever would have done this, but
No.
we received a box that I won from Funko back in 2017. I think it was now. We've been doing this
saw
for like
that.
we've been doing this like for what 2.5 years or something now, I think.
Close.
But back in 2017, we received this box, opened it up, and I looked at Heather and I was like, that was That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. And ever since, it's like, I don't know how it is for you, but my creativity has spiked like heavy, like very high. Like I've never been creative my whole life, and now I found my creativity at almost 40 years old, and I just find that to be so friggin' awesome.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got back into doing graphic design because of this. And
Awesome.
All this stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So let's talk about that for a second. Graphic design. So did you do that as like a fun thing, or were you doing that as like your work?
No, I just did it on when I taught myself when I was a teenager. I enjoyed it, like making websites. Me and my cousin would just make little like blog websites and stuff, and see who could have the cooler looking layout. And back in the day, everybody had their own little blog page, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
oh yeah, I remember.
But it was like pre-MySpace, I guess.
Yeah, oh yeah, way back in the day.
But yeah, we used to do that, and I would just mess around, find pictures, and then I started off just by doing funny things like cutting faces out and then putting another face on, different bodies, and photo manipulation. And then started watching YouTube videos, taught myself how to do graphic design, and learned I could make a little side hustle out of it.
That's awesome. So
into that.
YouTube has helped you with your graphic design, and it's also got you into Funko Pops and spending all of your money. So that's good. YouTube is good sometimes, and sometimes it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, with Funko Pops, it's evil.
Right.
Yeah.
So watching your live video, it appears that you've made friends in this community that you're recording with and doing lives and stuff like that. How are you meeting those people? Is this also through these groups on Facebook and things of that nature?
Most of it's through YouTube, Instagram, through lives, being in the lives and just attending their lives, meeting them, talking to them on their Instagram accounts or other types of social media, get in contact with them like that.
Awesome.
Like I made a logo for the Luau and Sean Ryan just to show that I was a fan. That's how I contacted them, and then that's how I became friends with them.
Okay, cool. That's great. We talk about this quite often. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we've met a lot of cool friends through this. Not only friends that are like in-person friends, real life friends, I guess some people call it RL or IRL, but we've met a lot of friends online, and a lot of people are actually here in the chat that we talk to on a daily. We talk to these people on a daily basis, and what has brought us together are these crazy little bobblehead action figures that we all collect. And I think that's so awesome.
You're wrong.
What?
Dr. Pepper, how they're doing that promotion?
Yeah.
They call them dolls.
Yes, you know what?
Yeah,
they can go and F off right now. I don't like that at all. I made a joke about that the other day, actually.
Did you?
In one of the groups, yeah. So you're collecting the band Presto figures. You're collecting the Funko Pop. Are there other figures that you see yourself collecting in the near term future, or maybe long term future?
The fig pins. I like the fig pins. I've got a few of those. I really don't need to go. There's so much cool stuff I'd like. Like, I would like to get a couple of those Hot Toys, but it's just, like, out of my...
Yeah.
I don't even want to start with that because I won't have any money for the Pops. I find more enjoyment of the out of the Pops. I just like the aesthetic of them,
Same here. And I also, the price point is definitely a big deal. I was talking to somebody. Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day, and somebody mentioned, it's hard to buy a hot toy because I could go out and buy a bunch of Funko Pops, and I'm always buying Funko Pops, and I can't save up for a hot toy. It was something like that. And I thought to myself, well, if you love the Funko Pop so much and you love going out and buying these things at $10 a pop, why worry about a hot toy? If you're getting your happiness out of the Funko Pop, why go out and buy a hot toy? Hot toys are super, super cool, and I love collecting them. I think they're great. But realistically, they sit on a shelf just like a Funko Pop, and you don't really mess with them. You mess with them on day one, you put them in a pose, and that is it. You've just spent $200 to $400 on a large Funko Pop. That's basically what it is. But I love them. They look so cool in person. But goddamn, they're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your like other things that you like to do? Are you like a gamer or into like films? You have an anime shirt on and anime pops behind you, so I'm assuming that's huge in your life.
Yeah, I'm into that. I like. Not only do I do graphic design, I'll just do graphic design for fun. So I'm artistic. I like art. Um, I used to be big into writing. It's just creative. It's something different all the time. I can't stick to one thing. Like with the Funko Pops, I can stick to that. But when it comes to being creative, I like to try all kinds of different things. I used to be a big skateboarder when I was younger, so that whole culture, I'm still into that kind of stuff. Can't do it anymore. A little too old for it. My knees won't take it. But you know,
How old are you, if you don't mind me
I
asking?
just turned 30 in September.
Okay. Oh, 30 years old. I remember when I turned 30.
I still haven't done that yet.
Heather still hasn't done that. I married myself a young broad. It's a pretty good idea, by the way. Keep that in mind.
I only have a little bit over a month.
I know. We have 7 years between us. Can you believe that?
That's amazing. That's
so,
awesome.
are you married or in a relationship?
No,
Okay,
not looking.
So what is your okay? Usually I ask like, what is the wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever? What do they think about you collecting? How about your friends and family that don't understand the Funko stuff? Do people look at you like you're out of your mind, or are they supportive of you doing this?
At first it was kind of, what are you? Why are you collecting toys? Blah blah blah. And then they started seeing what the my best friend collects too. I got him into collecting. He actually was collecting them before I was, and like we had split apart. Life had brought us apart, and then brought us back. And then I'd found out that he was collecting. He had a lot of WWE ones that were out of box. He didn't know about the value and keeping them in box, and
Okay.
he just got them to have them. So he got rid of all them and got back into, keeping the box. My mom and my parents, they don't really understand, but my mom kind of does now. She sees the joy that it brings, and, it keeps me grounded, out of
Sure.
trouble. Another reason I started doing it is to have like a hobby, because I'm going on about 3 years sober. So that's another
Awesome.
reason that I collect. So,
Congratulations, man. That is awesome.
yeah.
Good for you. And if that's what it takes is like collecting Funko Pops and having this is like a community thing too, right? So people can lean on each other in this community.
Right.
It definitely would help. I could see how it could help somebody that is a former addict or had a bad thing happen in their life. I know a lot
Right.
of people who got into this for reasons they maybe a death in the family, it was a close friend or something. Then they end up getting
Yeah.
into like this collecting thing. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
and you make a lot of cool friends along the way.
Oh, yeah, plenty.
Especially with the YouTube channels and the Instagram and people know who you are and stuff. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, as far as your collection goes, do you have what is your grail of your collection? Now, when I say grail, I don't mean it has to be the most expensive pop in your collection there, but what is your grail, your number one?
Well, of course, it's this one.
Right. Aside
You
from
know.
that one.
Aside from that one,
That's
I also won
Yeah.
about the third month in to collecting. I was lucky enough to win a contest from Funko and get the social media Freddy.
Oh, awesome!
So that's a good one. And then I just recently got the glow in the dark All Might.
Yes, I remember that
Funimation.
one. Yeah,
Not the re-release, the other one.
The original
The
one.
2000. Yeah, the original one.
that's awesome.
So if I had to choose, it'd be the Freddy. I mean, they're both expensive, but besides the Breaking Bad pop, it'd have to be those two.
How did you win the Freddy?
Retweet.
No
It was either retweet or a comment on the they never said, because it was for the Funcast.
Oh,
So
awesome!
it was either commenting or retweeting. They never specified. They just said it was for the Funcast.
That's great. Yeah, that's cool. It's always fun to win stuff through Funko. They're really good to their fans. I would have to say. Did they send you?
Yeah.
Did they send you anything else aside from the Freddy?
The Tiki Box of Fun.
Awesome. That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually missed out on that too. That was like, one of the, I think about 4 or 5 months into collecting, I wasn't big on the drops and stuff, so something I missed out on.
What did you get out of that box? Do you remember?
Man, I got what I wanted. Actually, it was crazy. I got the Freddy Funko Rick and the Freddy Funko Chucky. Not the bloody one, but the just the regular one. So I was happy with that.
That's great. Did you get the glow? Is it a glow Rick or regular Rick?
Regular Rick, but I was fine with it. I think I got Elwood was the other one.
That's so cool.
The little blue guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was lucky. I was like, man, I want the Rick and the Chucky if I could get anything, and it was like, boom, the first 2 that came out.
That's awesome.
What?
So
yeah, it was nice.
The pops that are behind you right now, actually, it looks like you have like one of the stands from a store back there. Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's the House of Horror from Walmart.
Awesome. Yeah, I thought it looked familiar. The one with the Chucky in it and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
I had to have that one.
So, are these all of your pops that we're looking at, or are they surrounding this entire room that you're in?
I've got some right here. Like a shelf right here, and another one in the corner, some right here in front of me. But the big shelves are, those behind me.
So you're not at a point where you're having to stow them away and put them in your attic or anything like that?
Well, there's some up
there. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
There's a lot. Holy crap.
Yeah. I'm having to turn them sideways now. Like the art on the side of the box.
Oh, yeah, I see with your Dragon Ball pops back there.
Yeah, I'm having to turn them sideways now.
So you're a big fan of Dragon Ball growing up, or is that something new as well?
No, that was something growing up, and, just when you got older, just kind of went away from it, and now getting back into it, you kind of get the love back for it again,
Oh, yeah. So your channel and your Instagram and everything, what's the motive behind the channel? What are you doing on your channel?
I'm just sharing what I love. I'm just, hopefully some people will come to watch. Like, I'm doing it to network, find like-minded people.
Sure.
I'm not doing it for monetary value or anything like that. I just am doing it to, started to stay busy. Now it's making friends.
That's awesome.
So,
well, so I guess what I mean is like the direction of the channel. Like, are you going to do a lot of unboxing videos? Are you going to do mystery boxes? What can for those that are here in the chat that haven't subscribed to you? What are you doing on your channel to make them come over and subscribe?
It's unboxings and reviews mainly.
Okay.
And I'm starting to be a little more unfiltered with some of my videos. You'll see a little more cuss words the past few videos. Funimation really did me in today, so that video's up. They did me dirty.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, look at this. They did me dirty. Look, the box doesn't even look, what I'm saying? Oh
God.
Looks good, and except for that little crinkle, but 2 pops in that little bitty box.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so terrible.
And this one's sold out, so they're like, "Oh, we don't do replacements." And then this one got pretty bad on the side.
Dude, that's messed up. So you reached out to them and they can't do anything for you?
Yeah, they were like, "We don't do replacements for Funko Pops. You can send them back. If you want to try and buy another one." That, like, if you want to send those back, you can order another one, and we'll give you the refund for the one you sent back. So, if you watch my latest video, you'll see what I think about them.
Yeah, we'll have to tune in to find out where you're at with that. Yeah.
After we get off of here.
Yeah, we'll have to tune in and check that out.
Not for children.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear your curse words. I'm sorry it happened to you, but we'll be entertained.
Heather just wants to hear dirty words. That's all she's saying. So, are you going live both on Instagram and on your YouTube?
No, I just mainly post on Instagram. I will go live, like if I'm doing a one sec. if I'm doing like a giveaway or something, or I'll just randomly go live sometimes on Instagram, but it's mainly YouTube.
Mainly YouTube.
Mainly YouTube. I think I went live 4 or 5 times.
Okay. Have you come up with like a schedule? Like, are you releasing videos on certain days and going live on certain days? Have you come up with something like that yet?
Honestly, no, I haven't got to that point. I just release them as I can. It's equaled out to probably about 2 a week, or 1 every week maybe.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of where I started.
I want to do 2. I'd like to do 2 a week. I just got to get a schedule down and build a couple boxes up to where I can do it like that.
So, are you looking into any of these other collectibles like the Tiny Ghost and Abominable Toys, the Chomp? Do you like that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, I like the Chomps a lot. I just gotta, it's worked out to where certain stuff has dropped around. I'm just a cook, so I make, not boatloads of money. I make decent money, but
sure.
You get paid bi-weekly, then you got bills. So the budget, that's another thing with the Funko Pops. Price point's awesome. I do want to get into I saw Pop Couple mention something about the Tiny Ghost in the chat. Shout out to them. Yes, I do want to grab some of those, but it seems like all the ones that I really want have, they're super limited, and I don't feel like fishing that out right now.
I'll give you a little tip for Tiny Ghost. If you go on to Tiny Ghost or bimtoy.com, Bimtoy or Bimtoys, I can't remember. Okay, bimtoy.com. Join now this is if you really want to get their drops. Join Paradorable Society. It's about
I've heard of that.
Okay, so it's about $25-$30, and you actually get early access to their drops. So today they made a drop of a new character. It's like they made 3 versions. They made a gold one, a silver one, and like a painted one.
Yeah, I liked him.
I ended up ordering the silver one yesterday because it dropped, and they were 85 count. Today they sold out in like a second. Like that's how fast they went. However, yesterday we had a very good chance of getting them. I was able to get the silver one, and I was late to the game. So that's to people out there who love Tiny Ghosts. Totally go and join. You'll have a chance to get those Tiny Ghosts or other figures that Tiny Ghost or Bimtoy will drop. Yeah,
speaking of Bimtoy, I got this today in one of the boxes I opened.
Ooh, that's awesome.
It was extra in there. I didn't expect it. It was just in one of the mystery boxes that I got. I guess they just threw it in extra. But it's the Ninja.
Oh, that one's cool. I like the sword.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah, it is.
Now I have to buy more of those because that one's cool. So it's like, dang it. Yeah. Once you get one, you got to have more to go with it. You can't just have one sitting there.
I really want the one that's painted up in the black metal stuff. Just like that little Tiny Ghost you got me.
Oh, yeah, I got to have that one for sure.
I really want the black metal one. There's a shark like that. Champu or something, I think he's called.
Yeah, I think if I can see it, it's like right there.
Yep, there he is. See his hair?
He's cute.
I want the zombie one.
Yeah, with the chainsaw.
With the yeah, that was cool.
So, this is the time where we're asked 3 random questions. This is going to be something completely off topic. It's fun. It's to get us loosened up a little bit. We're halfway through this live. Heather, let me make this little point. Heather chose these questions. This is the same person who chose the question months ago. What is your favorite mode of transportation?
What is your least favorite
mode of transportation? So you never know what kind of bullshit she's going to come up with. Heather, let's hear that first question.
Well, if you like that question, you're going to love this one.
Oh, shit.
If you could replace all of the grass in the world to be something different.
Are you really?
What would it be?
What kind of question is that?
The most ridiculous one. I had to pick it.
Okay. YoJay?
Memory foam.
I like that.
That is brilliant. Memory foam.
Come on now. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be amazing.
I'd be barefoot way more often.
Of course. Absolutely. I was going to say cotton candy, but now it just sounds disgusting. Because you're stepping all over it.
Carpet. Shag carpet or memory foam.
Ooh, I like shag carpet. You ever, sit down on a chair and have your feet bare on top of shag carpet and just move your feet around a little bit? Good feeling. Do that next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a peep into your weird likes and dislikes. Great. So
Yeah.
what would you replace grass with?
Money. But then money would have no value.
Exactly. So why would you use money?
I'd say cheesecake, but then feet and
Oh,
cars would
God.
get in it. I like memory foam. Can I steal that? I didn't think about this too good.
Hair.
I just wrote it.
Anything that doesn't grow, that way you don't have to mow the lawn. See what I did there? See?
Memory foam doesn't grow.
Well, if it were memory foam or carpet, you would have to clean it. Right? So you'd still be in the shit.
You don't clean grass.
No, you don't clean grass, but carpet would end up getting dirty because it gets rained on, it gets gross looking. I'm thinking way too deep into this. What was your answer?
I was about to say, you're overthinking.
Yeah, I think I'm overthinking.
Yeah.
What's your answer? What was your answer? Cheesecake. Okay, great.
Jay Funko says bubble wrap.
I like bubble wrap.
That's a
Fritzy
good one.
Funko says lollipops.
Robert Briggs
That's
YouTube said
awesome.
trampolines. That's awesome.
That would be
trampolines
fun.
would be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Heather, second question, please.
All right. Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Oh man, come on now. The best piece of advice I've ever received would be, I don't know if I can word it right, but just to not care what other people think of you.
That's so funny because that was mine.
That is you actually worded that perfectly. Mine
That's
is
it.
mine is really weird, and I know this is going to sound really stupid to a lot of people, but it made a lot more sense to me when I got a little bit later down the road in my life. My father, when I still lived with him and my mom in their house, my father said, "Buy yourself a nice bed frame and headboard and bedroom stuff." He goes, "Because you could take that with you anywhere that you go. It's nice to have it." I moved in my first apartment and had none of those things, and it was an absolute friggin' disaster. I didn't listen to him, but that was the best advice I'd ever gotten. Boom.
It is good advice.
It is good advice.
Yeah,
That's good advice for sure.
You don't want a mattress on the floor. It feels like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like to take any advice that I get and really think deeply about it, because there are so many people that have lived in through different things, and each person you meet would have a different word of advice for you. And
Right.
I think it can be really helpful because a lot of times,
I've lost you completely. What are you saying?
I am the type of person
Okay.
that learns from making mistakes, but I'm trying not to be that type of person. So if you listen to what other people have gone through and have to say, then maybe instead of learning the hard way, you'll take what they have to say to heart.
That was way deeper than I thought you were going to go, honestly. That's pretty okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Is that the end of your novel?
It wasn't a novel.
No, that was good.
I haven't gotten to fucking talk this entire time, so...
Number one, you're dropping F-bombs.
Yeah, because you're annoying.
I can't help that. That's a part of my genome.
Yeah.
The gene.
I wish instead of your dad telling you to buy furniture, he would have told you to shut up once in a while.
I don't know how to do that.
Jesus.
I don't know how to do that. What is the third question, Heather?
Okay, the third question. I really like this one, so I hope we have some entertaining stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to say mine on air.
Why would you make that the question if you can't say it? What the fuck? What's the matter with you?
Well, if we could say the F word, we can talk about what I have to talk about.
Okay. Oh, hey!
Best inside joke you have ever been a part of?
Best inside joke I've ever been a part of. Was the joke inside joke? Clarify the question.
What is the best inside joke you have ever been a part of?
So it's an inside joke,
Between you and your friends or whatever.
and it's we know we're laughing about it, and everybody else is like, "Why you're laughing?"
What do you think an inside joke is, Chris?
I'm just trying to clarify
Yes.
what this means.
Yes, that's
Because
it.
I don't have a
That's
good
what it
answer.
is.
Oh man. There's been too many inside jokes.
That's the problem.
Oh man, we used to do some stupid shit when we were kids, and it makes no sense. If I was to say some of it, it wouldn't make it. I don't know. I guess we used to go around. We used to do this thing called open chest, and we would just randomly spear people in the chest with our hand. We used to do, or we would call it an Irwin, but it was like a stingray spike.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
But,
you mean you were doing this to random people in the street that you didn't know, or you're doing it just to your friends?
Group of friends.
Oh,
yeah,
your group of friends. I thought you were spearing people, like, walking down the street.
No. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, we used to do something similar to that. We used to do chops, like from wrestling. We used to do chop. We would chop each other in the hallways.
Is this your inside joke? Because that's stupid if it is.
It was very close to his. He's spearing people. Why is it any different?
He's spearing people and calling it the Irwin because
we called it chops.
Yeah, no.
In fact, one time we would shake it like this and hit him, and you would call it the waffle chop. I don't know why we did that, but we did.
That's stupid.
Best inside joke. One time, one of my friends stuck my other friend's phone in his ass, and the other guy that owned the phone, we talked him into licking it.
You mean it is pants?
No, in his ass. He shoved it in his ass.
Like his butthole?
Yeah,
or the butt crack?
like the crack, like in the seam. Okay. And then the other guy, he put the phone back, and the guy who owned the phone, we made a joke. I said, ha ha ha, we would, so-and-so said they wouldn't pick up their phone and lick it.
But you didn't tell him it was in the guy's butt crack.
And he licked it, and we all laughed, and we carried on.
That's like
really
that's like we used to fart on each other's pillows, trying to give each other pink eye.
That reminds me of that was it. What movie was that? That was in Knocked Up. That happened in Knocked Up. That was a joke in Knocked Up. But they actually did get pink eye in Knocked Up. Well, in the movie. What is your inside joke?
Am I allowed to talk about it? It happened recently to one of your closest friends, and a certain female.
I guess, but I mean, go ahead.
It's the best joke I think that
go
we
ahead.
have. So we have a group of friends, and we all hang out whenever we can. And it's, what would you say, like 10 of us or so? And everyone knows about this, but only a few of us were here to...
Oh, no, you're not going to do what I think you're going to do.
Should I?
What, are you talking about the tip?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Am I allowed to?
You can't. Yeah, but I mean, let's not name names.
Well, I mean, if you search.
All right, I'm warning you all now. This is about a private part. I'm just warning you. Go ahead, Heather.
I don't think I should.
You want me to tell it?
Yeah, you're better at that.
We had a friend who sent a D pic to a girl, but he took his hand and covered just the tip, and he sent the picture, and we asked him why, and he told us this, and we asked him, why did you do that? And his response was, I wanted to keep a surprise.
Yeah, he wanted to save some for the imagination.
I saved something for the imagination. I was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? Saving for the imagination.
It was hilarious. So
she must have wanted to see it so bad that she had to hide that head.
I guess. So now, I can't even think of a specific instance, but if anything with the word tip comes up, all of us are all over it.
Anytime tip comes up, it turns into a lot of laughter.
And we all...
That's hilarious.
I will always say, well, he knows nothing about it, because who even knows if he has one?
Right.
It's really stupid.
Let's move back. Let's make this less weird. So let's talk about your Funko Pops again. So have you completed any sets?
Oh, man. I'm one. I'm trying to. No. I'm trying to complete the My Hero set. And I would have been one away if that one was not damaged that Funimation sent me.
You mean to tell me you have them all but like one?
All but one. And it's a $200 one that I don't have. Man. I got the new wave of the Spider-Man, what is it? Maximum Venom?
Oh, Venom? Yeah, Maximum Venom, yeah.
Yeah, there's only 4 of those, so yeah, I got that complete set.
Awesome. Did you get the 10-inch?
No, I didn't. I'm going to. I'll probably pick it up tomorrow or Saturday.
10-inch is amazing. We actually just posted a video last night about all the new Venomized. I I love the Venomized line. I think it's one of the best lines Marvel Funko has released, like, ever. I think it's great.
That's one of the things I still have trouble with, though, is sticking to, trying to get that one completed. I'll work on it for a minute, and then I'll go to something else. I'll get sidetracked. It's like Funko Pop ADHD, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Well, the problem is keeping up with Funko. They're releasing Funko Pops constantly, and it's like every time you turn around, you're like, "Holy shit, that's out! I didn't even know that was coming out." And you're at the store buying 6 new Pops.
It's like I say, I'm one away on my hero, but technically there's one that I've bought coming to GameStop in a couple days, and then there's like 9 more that they announced like a couple days ago.
So now you got a whole new roster of Funko Pops that you have to go out and buy. I did notice.
I've got all the black box Batmans except for the pink one, I guess.
The pink one. That was the one from Comic-Con, right? Was it pink?
That really doesn't count as a set, right? Because it's...
Yeah.
I guess you could count it as a set.
That was the Batman 80 years or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the pink one was the one from New York Comic-Con. Is that right?
Mm.
I remember. Okay, I remember that. I noticed behind you, you have the 2 aliens from The Simpsons. They're amazing.
Yeah. That's glow-in-the-dark shelf. I don't have the light on, but it's actually lined with UV.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, are you big into going and standing in line for the drops for like New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, Emerald Con, all that stuff?
If I can't get them on the internet the night before, and it's something that I really want, I will go. I'm not big into it, but I will go and do it.
What is the longest you stood in line for a Funko Pop?
Oh, what was it? I mean, not super long, maybe 2.5 hours.
Wow, no shit. 2.5, that's a pretty good amount of time.
But here's the thing, this is like, I'm fairly new to this, so I thought it was going to be a big ordeal going to get, what was it? I think it was something from, might have been SDCC of 2018, and I went super early to go grab it. I forgot what it was, but I think it was around 2 hours, yeah.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done that before. I've waited in a line for, I don't know. How long did I wait at? I waited in line for Panda Pool for like 3 hours. And I felt like an idiot because they didn't even have the chase that I was looking for.
Well,
and I was
you
first in
waited
line.
For that multiple times.
It was
that
silly.
One time was like 3 hours.
Yeah, it was really silly.
There were other times too.
I caught him and the Maleficent on the restock.
Oh, did you really?
Awesome.
Yeah, I was able to walk right in, and they had 3 Maleficents and 3 of the Panda Pool chases. And the store, since it was an older pop, the Maleficent rang up as set for $7. I was like, "What?" That was awesome.
The Maleficent, the glow in the dark.
Yeah, I got the glow in the dark.
That thing is amazing. That's an amazing pop. I remember when that dropped. I was so excited, and we didn't end up getting it. A friend of ours actually bought it for Heather.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought it for Heather,
awesome.
a good pal of ours. Yeah, that's a really neat pop. So glow in the dark pops are they like your favorite variant?
Yeah, that would have to be metallic and glow in the dark. If the metallic is done, well, man, it's hard. I like flock too.
You like flock?
Glow in the dark would be first, and then it's a close race between metallic and flocked.
Okay. How about chromes? Do you buy any of those?
I don't have a problem with them, but they're not, top priority.
Right.
If they go to my, like Dragon Ball, I had to get the Vegetas, and then there was a Chrome Goku that's damaged down there, but I'll get them if they go with the set.
Yeah, I bought a couple of them, and I have a lot of regrets. The only ones I don't have regrets about are the 3 from Australia, the 3 Avengers Infinity War pops. Outside of that, there are some other gold ones. Which one? Thanos, yeah. Thanos. Oh, the Thanos set, the stones. Yeah. They're all the different colors from Walmart. I like them too. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
See, that I went and picked up all of those Hulks, and then ended up selling them the next month, and then now you can get them for like $3 a piece on
I
Walmart.
know.
I think
I
it's
know.
crazy.
I think I ended up buying one of those. I bought a green one, just because it was Hulk's color, and I was like, I'll
Yeah.
just buy a green one. It was like $4, so I ended up buying it.
The green and the purple were the two that I liked.
Yeah, the green and purple ones are cool.
Forgot about the Joker chromes. That black one's really cool. I got all of those, the Joker chrome ones, the new ones.
The one from Target.
Yeah, the Target
Okay.
ones.
That's awesome. Do you have a lot of stores in your local area, like your Targets and all that stuff? Is that all local for you?
Yeah, all of it's local. We got Hot Topic and Box Lunch. We also have not really big on the comic shops. We have comic shops, but they're mostly trading card and like Magic the Gathering type stores.
Right.
Not really
like
with the
role-playing
Funkos.
stuff. Yeah.
There's some Funkos there, but you gotta travel, towards Atlanta a little more to get towards like Plastic Empire and stuff like that.
Okay.
We got a store called McKay's. That's where I take stuff I get in mystery boxes that don't sell. I'll build it up and I'll take it out there. They'll give 75% trade, and they get all kinds of cool Funko Pops.
That's pretty cool. 75% trade. That's not bad at all.
50% cash, around 65, 75% trade.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Not bad.
actually going to Georgia at the end of the month. We're actually heading down south for our honeymoon, and on our way
Nice.
back, we're going to stop in Georgia, and we're going to do some of the Walking Dead stuff. Are you a Walking Dead fan by chance?
Oh yeah. Not a huge one, but I've stayed up with most of the seasons. Haven't seen this recent one.
Now, have you gone over to the Walking Dead sets or any of that stuff before? Because you are in Georgia. I don't.
No, I'm in Tennessee.
Oh, you're
I'm
in Tennessee. Oh, that's right. You're in Tennessee. Oh, okay.
I'm only an hour and a half, 2 hours away from Atlanta, and
Okay.
that's where most of the that's where most of the Walking Dead was shot down there.
A lot of it was
Georgia.
in Atlanta, and then where are we going? What is it called?
Sonoya.
Sonoya.
Mm.
Yeah, which I have no idea what it is, but it's like a very
I've
small
never
town.
heard of that. Yeah.
It's south of Atlanta, I think about 45 minutes, but I'm not too sure. I don't know anything about the area.
Where in Tennessee are you? Are you in one of the big cities?
Chattanooga.
Oh, you're in Chattanooga.
Mhm.
Oh, that's awesome. You lived there your whole life.
Yep. Lived in Chattanooga my whole life.
I don't. That didn't sound like it was a good thing? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I like to get out every now and then. Sooner or later, I would like to probably move from here. But it's a nice city. It's changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like the downtown's just getting better and better. So
That's
they're
awesome.
doing all kinds of like revitalizing downtown, I guess.
Unlike Baltimore, Baltimore does not get better. It just gets worse, and that's our closest city to where we live.
Mm.
Baltimore
Yeah, I've heard
is
bad
horrible.
things about Baltimore.
It's just the worst. I feel like I do not feel safe enough to go to the concerts there anymore. It's not good. Like none of it's good.
Yeah, it's very rough, and it sucks because there's so much history and so much like cool stuff to do and a lot of like art and stuff
Yes.
in Baltimore, but the crime rate is just like through the roof. It's scary.
Yeah, it's scary down
sad.
there. A lot of gang activity. It's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, we got that here too.
I guess it's everywhere, right? It just
Yeah.
depends on how much of it there is. And Baltimore is just saturated, and we've had like corrupt police officers. It's terrible. Unboxing Art says Heather and her arms crossed comes off as so serious. Well,
I'm
you've
trying
never.
to be comfortable. I'm sorry.
That's not even her mad pose. When she's mad, she jumps at you like a spider monkey, so her arms and legs are straight out. Wow, so this has been awesome, by the way. I want to tell you that. And I was really excited to have you on, especially after I watched your videos. It seems as if you've been like tracking us for a little while. How did you find out about the Gasslecast?
Man, I think it popped up in recommended. I've been watching y'all's stuff for a while. I actually won. There was like a hiccup with a giveaway. Remember the Fern Gully incident? It was like a trivia question. And
Oh my God! Yes, I do.
I was the other guy that y'all still gave it to, which was awesome. Thanks for that.
Of course. Yeah. Heather is not. This is true. I'm a little nicer than Heather is. If Heather had her way, she wouldn't have done shit. Although if she knew, if she knew
I
you.
didn't expect it either.
But me,
I
on
was
the other
totally
hand,
cool with it.
I can't let stuff like that go, and I feel like shit if I don't send if it
That's
looks
how
like
I
somebody
am.
won, I have to send them something. So in other words, Heather is evil. So
Oh.
no, she isn't. She's a lovely human being.
No, what's fair is fair, because it would then in turn make the other person upset. You don't want that to happen.
I just want everybody to be happy.
I understand.
I
So,
do too.
I
do
want everybody to be happy.
happy.
If I could give away a pop to everybody that comes into our chat on a regular basis, I totally would. If I could do that, if I had the money and funds to do that, I would. And they would be really
same here,
good
man.
pop. They would be really good pops too.
Oh yeah.
Although I do have a giveaway for tonight, for all of
Uh-oh.
you out there. We have, and this is simple stuff, but we have some Ghastly stickers. I have 2 Ghastly stickers that we're going to give away tonight. If you guys want to win these, in the comments section, please write down what you think, what number I'm thinking of. I'm going to write down what number I'm thinking of in my head, and I'll give you let's see, what do you got? Thank you.
You can't just say that because people are just going to start spewing
It's okay.
numbers. So
it's
are
going to
you
be
gonna say-
it's going to be between 60 and 80.
Okay.
And the first 2 people to come up with this number win a Ghastly sticker. It's that easy.
But we have
Whoa.
some Ghastly.
What are you doing?
I'm going to check it on there and
Oh, okay,
here.
gotcha. I hate my own voice. Did I ever tell you that? So what kind of upcoming videos do we have coming from you, YoJay?
I just dropped one before this. I've got
An angry video.
Yeah, that one's out. You can go watch that after this. I've got a Spastic Pops Dragon Ball Z mystery box I'm gonna do with my buddy Fritzy Funko. We're gonna do a live I guess it would be a battle with that. And then I have a Toy USA mystery box coming. I usually
Awesome.
like to wait
Awesome.
until I have about 3 or 4 boxes built up, so it's a decent video.
That's awesome. Yeah, coming up with. Do you have a hard time coming up with videos?
No, like I said, right now I'm just doing unboxings. I want to get into the stuff like y'all do, like more reviews, and then like the top 10 things and the different lists and all that different stuff. But right now I'm just doing unboxings. It's easy. I can film it, knock it out real quick. One take, just opening the box, showing it off, and then.
Yeah, they're very easy and fun.
Let's talk.
they are.
Maybe you and I can do, or us, we can do a collaboration video.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
That'd be cool.
I think that would be a lot of
Do
fun.
that. Yeah, sounds good.
So we do have 2 winners. So you guys can cease all number drops. Thank you for entering. 2 stickers are going to be here. And by the way, I do want to mention this. Aside from this whole chat and this awesome interview series. By the way, YoJay, you're awesome, and I do want to thank you for coming on with us and hanging out with us. You have to laugh
Thanks
the whole
for
time?
having me.
Are you laughing about this or?
No, YoJay, I like your entry.
Oh, was it 69?
420, 69, 69. Okay, so the funniest thing just happened. Unboxing art, guest and guest and guest. And that is our first winner.
So,
Unboxing art.
Unboxing art, you win a sticker.
75.
Sweet.
And the second person that did was Lumberjack Pops.
That's right.
That's Chris's terrible handwriting, but it does say 75.
So congratulations, you guys
Congratulations.
win. And YoJay, you don't have a sticker yet, so I'll send you one as well.
Oh, sweet. Yeah,
so,
that'd be nice.
A couple of things before we head off, because I want to thank you properly without Heather laughing in the middle of it. That would be
Sorry,
great. wouldn't
it was just
That'd
funny.
be awesome if I could say things without her laughing.
Wow,
And
it
that's
would
the
be
bullshit.
funny if I could say things at all.
Well, you can't, Heather, and that's just the way that it is. What do you want to say? Go ahead.
Oh, I don't have anything now.
Thought so. So a couple things I want to announce. Number one, we still have that giveaway happening for the Mandalorian figure and 2 other pops that we're going to be throwing in there. This is for our 2K subscriber giveaway. So make sure you go find all your friends to subscribe, hit 2K, help us hit 2K, and we'll be giving away a lot of stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll be even throwing in some stickers and everything else out at a couple of you guys. So make sure you keep spreading the Gasselcast love. Remember, we have an awesome group. It's called Gasselcast We Hunt Together. Go and tell all your friends that collect to come over and join. We have a lot of fun in there. Make sure you check that out. Additionally, a big piece of news actually dropped today, and we posted on Instagram. We're going to be live. Heather, go ahead and tell them.
We're going to be live this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for Jetta Patrol's celebratory 40K sub stream.
That's right.
Mega stream.
We have been good pals of Jetta Patrol since almost the very beginning. In fact, we started, I think, like just weeks before he started his channel, and he has exponentially grown, and we haven't. But we've been friends. He's helped us along the way. We've hung out with him a lot over chat, and I think, and this is a little tidbit that we'll talk about later. I think we're going to be visiting him during our honeymoon. Doesn't that sound like an awesome honeymoon thing to do, Heather?
It does.
We'll be kitty-catting around together. We'll be eating nice, fancy dinners, and we'll be hanging out with Jetta Patrol. So we're looking very much forward to all of that this Sunday. Make sure you tune in. It's at 8 p.m. on Jetta's channel. You're not going to want to miss it.
We will not be going live on our channel.
We will not be live on our channel, but we will be live on his, and everybody can come and rejoice that we're all together. Greg Cook will be there. Kent Poole will be there. Wasatch Pop will be there. Shumi Toys will be there. And, of course, the one and only Jetta Patrol will be there. So make sure you tune in and come and hang out with all of us. I'm sure there will be some sort of giveaway. Maybe we'll even throw up some stickers and pops and things along the way ourselves.
Wait. I just want to say that for some reason, our chat is not allowing us to chat with you guys. I have seen all your comments. A lot of you have been ridiculously hilarious. I've loved reading through everything. People were like giving their answers for the 3 random questions, and they were great.
They were great.
Unboxing Art gave us a little piece of advice that goes along with our random question.
Okay.
Best piece of advice you've ever received. This might be number 1. Jetta is a leprechaun, so be careful. Maybe if we follow him, we'll figure out where the pot of gold is.
Oh my god. Well, let's not tell him that on the live stream.
Is it the red hair stereotype?
Hey, guess what? You're a leprechaun.
We heard you're a leprechaun, Jetta. What's this about? Don't they steal the gold? Is that what they do?
They protect the gold.
They protect the gold. Okay. Well, it's been
Have
a long
you ever seen the
time.
Leprechaun film?
No, I haven't.
With the tiny person and he's dressed up like a monster?
No.
We need a pop.
We do.
Leprechaun.
We really do. Jennifer Aniston was in the first film, by the way.
That's cool.
They put her face on the cover of every Leprechaun. The very first Leprechaun film, her face is on the front of it. Because I believe that's their way of selling a shitty movie, which is great. That's a tiny piece of trivia for you. YoJay, seriously, I've said this before Heather started laughing, but thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you very, very much.
And I would love
thanks
to...
Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, absolutely. And I talk a lot, by the way, and I talk over everybody, so don't feel bad about that.
You could just apologize.
Sorry, I apologize. But I definitely want to collaborate with you, and we don't. I don't usually say this that often, but I feel like we have a vibe here. I think we all get along pretty well.
Definitely.
We both use YouTube shit, so let's talk about doing something in the future. How's that sound?
Oh, that's great, man. Yeah, we can definitely do it.
Excellent. Let's do it. Dude, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Heather, why don't you tell him too? Where are you going to leave me?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys, remember, as always, we're all together, yes. We will catch you next time.
Bye.
Later, guys. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.